Child, clankety clank, clank, clank. Okay, clankety clank, clank, clank. Ain't that something that Miss Karen sat up there and told Miss Ashley a few seasons back? Girl, looking like the clown could be coming back to bite, honey. Listen, we going to chat real quick about Real Housewives of Potomac because not much went on the episode at all. And then we're going to talk about what's going on with Miss Karen and what the verdict is when it comes to her DUI case, all right? First of all, Real Housewives of Potomac, what all took place? I jotted down a few notes. The episode was really underwhelming. First of all, Stacey mentioned something about Gizelle and how she may show up, but she wants to be besties or something. Who cares? The ladies want her to date around, but she don't really want to date around. She only wants to date JT. But it seems like her aunt also wants the same thing. Like, well, really her aunt tells her the same thing I've been saying. Before you move on to be with TJ, you really need to settle one thing. Meaning, go ahead and get this divorce resolved, figure that out, then move on to TJ. I agree with Gizelle and them, though. I do think that she should date around, and it would be nice if she can resolve one situation before moving on to the next. And if she's going to be in a space where she doesn't want to be alone as she's going through this divorce, then at least the girl date around. Because TJ really ain't all of that she's over there giving to him. It's like, ugh, let it go. Wendy, she's bringing Karen's going to have a lagoon party, a love lagoon party, but she's not inviting Jax, but pretty much everybody else. And Wendy's going to take the ladies to Panama. She takes them to go shopping for the trip, and Mia says, well, Gordon can't come, Ink can't come, so can Jacqueline come, right? That's what she was saying. Sounds like she was going to invite Jacqueline anyway when she was talking to Wendy, and Ashley raising her hand like, oh, I'm with it, I'm with it, I'm with it. I know Karen going to be mad, but I'm with it. And I'm like, girl, we know you are. So I guess after Mia listened to Wendy, she decided to go and ask Karen if it would be okay. She already knew Karen's answer. She goes over there, asks Karen. Karen says, hell no. Like, girl, after the way she treated me, I reserve to have who I would like to have in my space, and she's not one of them. Mia goes back, lets Jacqueline know, like, girl, Karen said you can't come. Jack said, girl, I don't give a damn. I don't want to go to that raggedy. Anyway, I'm like, ooh, not sure. Are you sure? You sure you don't want to go, even though you're going to do a pop-up? Okay, ma'am. That's what she says. Kiana tells Greg about the ladies going to Panama and all of that, what they're celebrating. Wendy entering her 40s, Gizelle being an empty nester, and 3 different damn divorces. So he's kind of taken back by the divorces. Like, what the hell kind of women you got around you? Okay, we get in the confessional. We learn that she says he don't really want to be on camera. He really don't want to film or anything, and she's not fully feeling the support. And I don't know how to feel about that, because I'm like, I mean, shit, at least he here. It ain't like he your husband or some of your fiance to where he gotta be on the damn show. So he is choosing to film the show out of support for you. So I am confusion. Or is he doing the show with you because maybe he was convinced that this would be a good opportunity to promote his organization or his company or whatever he got? Maybe that could be it. I don't know. But Kiana, I do feel like every time you come to the confessional, you kind of share some things with us that makes me question you and Greg's connection. And I just don't know if you're with him because of history maybe or something, or you don't think you're going to find any better. But I don't know. I don't really see, I mean, I see y'all as friends. I mean, I don't know what to make of Kiana and that damn Greg. I'm one to believe that they're not compatible, but at the same time, we don't get enough on camera time of them to see what's really going on for real, for real. But she seems like she might not be fully happy with him. So then I'm like, well, you don't got to be with him. But okay. So anywho, that's what's going on. Stacey tells her aunt about TJ. We talked about that. Of course, the aunt is on some, you need to finish one situation before you move on to the next situation. Okay, period. Gizelle goes out with Nams. He's over there trying to show her how to dance and stuff. She's getting to know him. She does rapid fire where she asks him a lot of questions and stuff. And she's trying to learn more about him. And he just seems like he's a really nice guy. Ultimately, he seems like he's a really cool, nice guy. And Giselle's like, well, I don't know if I really like that because I need a man that's going to be mean to me, honey. I need a man that may have done a little bit of jail time. Only for her to tell us that Jamal has done jail time, but it was primarily because he was out there advocating for the people and their rights. And he ended up getting locked up. And I'm like, well, does that really count? Because that don't mean he rough around the edges at all. It just means that they snatched him up and he probably wasn't even in there for longer than a damn night, if that. Okay, so I guess, Gizelle, and maybe that's what you need. Maybe most of the men that you've dated were mean to your ass, and maybe that's why it didn't work out. Maybe you need a nicer guy. We'll have to wait and see if Nams is really that guy, and if Giselle's gonna keep him around longer than this season. We shall see. Okay, so they get to the Love Lagoon, and Karen got these ladies in the pool swimming and stuff. Wendy feels like Karen was trying to steal her stilo or whatever, talk about something. Oh, she's doing the all white like me. Now, I didn't really think of it like that. I don't know where that came from. Maybe that came from you doing a 1 week candle and Karen doing 3 weeks or something like that. Maybe you feel like Karen is always inspired by you, even though she has said that you're not of Potomac and will never let her live it down. But I will say this, okay? I like the white, all right? I don't think she was really copying off Wendy, but I will say this. Love Lagoon with a blue flyer, I feel like you, and then that beautiful blue in the pool, you could have freaked the hell out of a soft blue theme. In my personal, I don't think that it needed to be all white. Maybe you wanted to go for blue and they didn't have all of the things that you needed. I don't know. So you decided to switch to white, but you really should have did a blue theme versus a white theme. It's, in my opinion, I think that would have looked beautiful. But anywho, girl, when they're back there, they decide that they're going to play some games and stuff. And one of the games was whether you felt like any of your partners ever cheated. Don't remember and don't care about anybody's answers except for Karen's and Jassie's, okay? Ray said that he doesn't believe Karen has ever cheated. And Karen's looking like, and there you have it. Whoop, there it is. And Gizelle like, BIT, I know you not. We not finna sit up here and act like you've been completely faithful to this man the entire marriage, girl. Like, we don't know about men that we done caught you out with. Like, listen out and say that we did, Miss K. So there's that. Then Jassie, her man says that no, he don't believe that she's cheated. He's never cheated. He just giving this whole spiel. I have to be honest, although I like Jassie, her man sounds like a kid when he talks to me. Am I the only person that feel like when he talks, he sounds like he's still in college or something? I don't know. It's something about his voice. But anywho, she keeps that shit a buck, and I appreciate it, because the moment that she would have said something different, the people would have been dragging her all up and down the Twitter and any other parts of social media that they could find. So she's like, I believe it's possible. I have reason to believe that, yeah, you about did, cheat on me. You about was out here doing that. Okay? And I'm still over here sticking beside him. And they still together. All right. So that's what she says. And I say, you better be honest. You better call it a thing. And he going to say, well, I feel like anything that happened, when it came to us happened before you and I got back together. Girl, all I heard was that he pretty much confirmed some of the things the baby mama was saying. Okay. That's what it's giving for me. And when the baby mama said that she about linked up with him at a later time after being with JS and all of that, I believe all of that too. I think that he lied yet again in her damn face. But it doesn't matter, because Jassy is going to continue to rock out and be with him. Because obviously there must be some other sides that we may not be privy to that he meets her needs in or something. And more importantly, when a woman's fed up, she's going to be fed up. And I can't determine when she's going to be fed up with his ass. She might get married to him after 5, 10, 15 years. She might be saying, you know what, nigga, I'm tired. Okay, that's up to her. Good luck. Okay. TJ, let's get to him, because we get to talking about, well, first of all, before we get into the dominance of it all, Stacey brings up the fact that Gizelle and Karen feels like when he's out in LA, he doing his own thing. And they think that he probably out there smashing on some other ladies or whatever. And he's like, no, he's not. He's not sleeping with nobody aside from Bugs Bunny that sleeps in his bed. Let me tell you something. As a grown-ass, over 40-year-old man, nobody needed to hear that you sleep next to Bugs Bunny. And then now my question is Bugs Bunny really a stuffed animal, or is Bugs Bunny a blow-up doll that you got at home that you call Bugs Bunny, but only y'all two know what the hell it is or something? You feel what I'm saying? I'm just wondering, what is that, and why was that a piece of our business to know that part? All you had to do was say no. Okay? But anywho, Gizelle says, well, I don't even know why you bringing it up, because y'all not even a real couple. And then I'm kind of like, well, why did you bring it up if you knew they wasn't a real couple then? Okay? So anywho, he agreed with Gizelle. Like, yeah, she right. We not a real couple. Oh! Stacey, this man keep playing. This man has been playing Pac-Man, Tetris, okay? He's been playing all kind of games in your face. And you're just allowing it. I just really don't think TJ is into you. And at this point, the way he be showing up in my personal, I would not mind if you just said, girl, I paid for him this season. Girl, I paid him to be on this show. Like, girl, I had to pull me I had to do something. Okay? I pulled a stunt. And I would feel much more satisfied to know that you paid him to be here versus how he's showing up. Okay. So anywho, but then shit, if you would have paid him and he's still showing up like that, but you need to get a part of your money back. Okay. But there's that. So they talk about who's dominant in bed, and pretty much all of the men talk about being dominant in the bed, and Eddie, Wendy talking about she turns into a little school girl, and Eddie talking about when he say it's time to come to the edge of the bed, come to the edge of the bed. And I'm like, oh, okay, then cool. I really am not interested in hearing about these people's sex lives. I'm not. I don't give a damn about Ashley being dominant with women and submissive with men. It wasn't given too submissive or whatever she was saying. With or did she say she's? I think that's what it was. Submissive with men, or was it dominant? Whatever it was, and whatever she said, it wasn't giving any of that when she was over there trying to put it on Michael Darby ass, and he wasn't paying her no fucking attention. Okay, I'm not interested in any of that. Please hold on to it and hold on to it tight. I really feel like this is none of my business. Okay, TJ over there talking about he dominant. Stacy said she thinks she gonna be the dominant one, and he said you could never be more dominant than me, and da. And child, you know that just made Miss Stacy a little more with her than what she already was, and she ain't never gonna get it. 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 Never get it. You ain't gonna never get that peen from that man, girl. So let's move on, okay? Ooh, Jax decides she finna pop up in somebody's motherfucking house, and they over there like, oh, who dog is this over there? Who dog is that? Next thing you know, she just walking up like she's welcomed into people's houses, okay? She coming in there with balloons, heart balloons, talking about she done brought a balloon for every citation Karen Exton got. Now, that was a piece of a cackle. I'm not gonna hold you. That was a bit of a cackle there. But because it's you irritate, and you really can go. Okay, Karen even let her stay a little longer. BIT, you better not unlock my gate and come on this side. You better not unlock my gate and come on this side. And then Ray over there walking with Jacqueline back to her car, got his arm around her. And Karen like, you don't take your arm from around that uninvited guest. If you don't stop doing all of that, okay, while he trying to tell her if Karen don't want you here, she just don't want you here. You gotta go, just leave. Like, get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late, and I can't wait for you to be gone. Like, girl, get the hell on, okay? Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. And don't come back over here. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Anywho, speaking of hitting the road, Karen, you better not ever hit that damn piece of a road while you over there drinking. You understand what I'm saying? Because according to TVD, honey, they are reporting that Karen Huger has been found guilty of DUI. Girl, I cannot update it. This not too long ago. They're saying Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger has been found guilty of DUI. TVDs can confirm exclusively. It was not a cut and dry case, however, with the jury deliberating for over 5 hours after a 2-day trial. The jury was reportedly deadlocked before being sent back to deliver a verdict, which they did just minutes ago. Prosecutors were originally seeking 60 days in jail, while the defense opted for a jury trial, hoping for no jail time in the case. Girl, that's crazy, ain't it? They're saying Real Housewives of Potomac star had been facing a list of charges over the March 19th incident, including driving a vehicle while impaired by alcohol and driving a vehicle while under the influence of alcohol. Her lawyers previously attempted to have the case thrown out, alleging an illegal search and seizure, but a judge denied the request. Girl, ain't that something? So this is what they're saying. They're saying, according to the People's Law Library of Maryland, DUI sentences in the state vary depending on the number of prior offenses. Penalties can range anywhere from a $500 fine and 2 months in jail up to $5,000 fine, up to a $5,000 fine and 5 years in jail. probation, or even house arrest. Okay, Karen said in a statement at the time of her arrest, "Thank you all for your prayers and well wishes during this very frightening experience. I am still in shock from last night's incident, but grateful to be alive today." Ma'am, you was over there trying to blame your mama, may she rest her soul. You were trying to blame your husband, and ain't no telling who else you was sitting over there trying to blame. And you have no one to blame for this but yourself. You were so high and mighty in my personal that you even decided to take this to trial. Try to get the case or dismissed, charges dropped, and they still stood firm, okay? Try to blame the officers for how they showed up, only for it to be you showing up a certain way, and for them to use that, play that audio and use that against you in court, Miss Ma'am. That's crazy. And you know what else is also crazy? You sat up there and you did all of this talking about you being vindicated, ma'am. Ma'am, you sat up there and said that you were going to be vindicated. You remember that, ma'am? Oh my God. But you know what it's giving? It's giving a little piece of this right here, ma'am. Just a little piece, okay?
Clank-de clank, clank-de clank, clank-de clank, clank-de clank, clank-de clank, clank-de clank.
I'm so sorry, Miss Karen. Now listen, I'll be honest. I don't want Miss Karen to really go to jail. They might give her 2 months. Girl, that'll be some crazy stuff, y'all. Miss Karen went to jail for 2 months. Girl, she will be sick. But you definitely gonna have to pay a fine, and that's hands down. You're definitely gonna come up off some money for sure. Definitely coming up off some money for sure. The question is whether you're gonna do any jail time. It's gonna be based on whether you have any prior offenses. Karen, Mother Huger. Oh my, this is not a good look. And you sat up there and said that you were going to be vindicated, girl, and you were not vindicated. Child, let me check out this story over here. And see what they saying. This is an earlier story, I do believe. When the jury was deliberating, but let us check it out anyway.
A reality TV star fighting drunk driving accusations will soon learn her fate. A jury is still deliberating on Real Housewives cast member Karen Huger's DUI charges. Fox 5's Lee Zhang live in Rockville tonight at the courthouse with the latest. Lee.
Hey, Kenneth, good evening to you. Yeah, 3 hours in and still no verdict from this jury. Now, during closing arguments today, the state made a point to say that this is what they called a very simple case for this jury. However, the defense argued the exact opposite, saying that in their opinion, this is a case that is filled with doubt. Now, for background, this all happened in March of 2024, that crash happening on Oakland Drive in Potomac on the night of March 19th. Karen Huger refused medical treatment along with a field sobriety test and a breathalyzer. The defense presented 2 witnesses today, including her cousin. He says he was on the phone with her when that crash happened. He testified that she did disclose some personal matters to him that night on the phone. But aside from sounding a little sad, he says he was not concerned about her driving. The defense says he is the most important witness in their case, as Huger's demeanor has been a part of the evidence presented. Police and an EMT testified that she was, quote, incoherent. They called her uncooperative on the night in question.
Bitch, I got a pause. Why did y'all use this image of Karen? Now, all these are nice pictures this lady got. And y'all go sit up there and do her like this. Y'all have to do Miss Karen like that. Why y'all use this particular image of that lady looking like that? It ain't even clear. Y'all could have got any photo y'all wanted to use of Miss Karen. Y'all have to do her like that with this image. Disrespectful ass. Okay?
Question. There was also body camera video shown where her husband suggested that she, quote, probably had more to drink than she should have, to which she did agree on camera. Now, again, the jury has not come back with a verdict yet. We're about 3 hours since they were handed this case. We do know that just a few minutes ago, the judge did give this jury the option. They can go home tonight, come back tomorrow morning, and continue deliberating. However, they have chosen to stay until they reach a verdict. Suggested that she, quote, probably had more to drink.
That's what
they called her uncooperative on the night in question. There was also body camera video shown where her husband suggested that she, quote, probably had more to drink than she should have, to which she did agree on camera. Now,
and that right there is what did Miss Karen Huger ass in. Okay? It was one person on that damn jury that may have been a fan of Miss Huger and was probably fighting to not get her ass locked the hell up or something. But, ma'am. Okay, girl. That's crazy. That's what did you in. Not Raiden sat up there and did you in, girl. So you about to have more drinks than what you needed to, and you sat up there and agreed on camera, and you was over here teetering, tiptoeing the whole damn season, girl, waiting to be vindicated, only for you to be found guilty in the court of law. Girl, they finna be wearing your ass out at the reunion just a little piece, and maybe even next season too. You better hope Jax don't come back, because if Jax come back next season, she gonna really be electric sliding on your head top, okay, ma'am? But we hate that for Miss Karen. Let this be a lesson learned. You did not have enough celebrity to get you out of this particular situation, and it's very unfortunate, and we wish you the best and good luck to Miss Karen. I am shook. Karen found shook but not surprised, right? Because we all know what the hell going on. We figured Miss Karen will be found guilty, but at the same time, she's older. Didn't want to see that happen. But it is what it is, you know. Unfortunate. Leave your thoughts and comments down below, honey. I'm Jami, that's me. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.